Hello everybody, welcome back to the Rift. Johnny here, and today we're playing Garen into counter matchup Sett. Hopefully, I'll show you guys how to circumvent this unfortunate matchup, but one in which certainly we have resources to play even during the lane and then come ahead in a big way in the mid game. And if you're new around here, my name is Johnny, and my mission is to show you the reality of solo queue without smurfing and showcasing strategies that you can use in your own games that don't rely on fancy mechanics. And as we get into this matchup, we should note we hard lose the 2v2. So my jungler is also pathing towards bot lane. We're full weak-sided, and even in the event of a 2v2, we hard lose it. So we're gonna play pretty conservative here. Pick my Q level 1. We're okay doing some short trades like this. But yeah, you can see his ability to extend the trade is just too powerful. So we have to respect it. Respect his level up too. We're gonna be in fine shape, trust me. It's gonna be a rough early laning, but we're gonna be just fine over time here. Even as I'm yapping, we take a bad trade there, but we're gonna be okay. The beauty of Garen is also that we just heal up constantly, right? Okay. So, even though it's a very difficult matchup, as we start getting levels, not right now, but as we start getting levels, we're going to be able to go for some really effective short trades that I'm going to showcase you guys. And we are playing with Phase Rush and then Demolish and Bone Plating. Alright, get the silence onto him. So this is beneficial for us because we're chunking him over time, and we're gonna get our HP back anyway, so we should be in a good spot here. Our main priority in this situation is trying to get as many last hits as we can without coming into danger of getting all in by the Sett. So this is also why we're trying to manage the wave in this way that makes it keep it in this position. So this is why I'm also very happy. Auto E. And cue him for the silence. Wow, that's a really good flash by him. I wasn't expecting it. That's a really good play. Was not expecting that coming out. That's something that doesn't have a lot of counterplay. The only counterplay to that is for us to be completely ready on our side with our own flash. And when he does that, we can flash immediately. But I'm yapping. I was not ready for that. But that's okay. This is still fine for us. We're gonna get back in lane, and we will try to stop him from recalling for free. Okay, this one, I'll give up that last hit to check where the Sett is going and just stop his back. That's my main priority here. And simply by stopping the recall, we delay it a good amount of time. And what we do now is wait for the next wave to walk up, right? We can see where the next wave is because I look at my own wave. And we make it so the moment the next wave arrives, we're ready to kill this with our E. And we have the option of trying a proxy. It's a little bit risky in the sense that we don't know exactly where Volibear is. But the upside, if we succeed, is very large because we win over a lot of tempo over the Sett because he's taking this wave while we're already taking the next ones. And then we can get back to lane with item advantage. So that's the goal. And here, even though this is admittedly risky, the downside is quite low. Even if we die here, we won't get punished in the sense that we don't lose any of the wave. So I'll show you what I mean. So we're gonna recall here. Even if I get stopped and die, Sett does not have a wave right now, so he's not really able to do much with this advantage. So this is perfect. We're walking in with this wave. Sett now has to still take down this entire wave to access my tower. And we come back to lane with Phage and a little bit of an item advantage, not too much, but little by little, we're going to build a nice situation here. I can threaten to hold the wave in this position. Also, just go for a short trade here, like this. Is quite effective. You can see his grit is going down. Short trades like these are very hard to... it's hard for Sett to do anything about these short trades because he's silenced for a lot of it. Oh, I couldn't get my ult off. That's really unfortunate. Right, he's gonna die for that, so not too bad. That's okay. I'm gonna get boots, and that's gonna help me take these short trades in a much safer way. A little bit of a rough start. I hope he doesn't die here. That would be really bad. We gotta ping him back, ping him back. Okay. I might be able to find him here. Oh. So I dispel the slow. Okay. Get the kill. Perfect. Okay, good thing Annie didn't do anything to us. We did lose this wave as a result, but I'm happy with the outcome. But yeah, you can see this is a pretty brutal lane, right? And mistakes are heavily punished. So we have to be very, very careful with that. Get ready to dodge his W. That's the main thing we always have to think about is after we trade him, he generally will try to land W. And our main job is to dodge the middle part of the W. And then once his W is on cooldown, that is a very long cooldown, we can try to punish it by going in immediately after. I don't think we have a kill here, so I'm just gonna ping it back. I don't have my ult available, so it's actually very hard for me to get a kill. Simply gonna respect this position. He is very low HP, so it is also tough for him to contest me in this push. Nice, space that out. And again, his W is on cooldown now. I'm just gonna give it some time. We're healing over time. And I have my ult coming up, so we're chilling here. Nice. Oh. I'm gonna make it real awkward for him. Yeah, so that's what you can do to counterplay Sett's W is you can silence him, right? So in some cases, what you can do is start the trade. If he's already low HP, you can start the trade with your W sorry, you can start your trade with your E. And then at the end of the trade, you silence. We need to get a recall here. At the end of the trade, you silence and then ult instantly. And what that does is make sure he can't cast his shield, right? So that's a really good way to go about it as well. And now I would say this is mission accomplished, right? We've survived the early game, which is the hardest part by far in this lane. Once we have Stride Breaker, we have the ability to trigger Phase Rush very easily, and short trades are much easier. So I'm gonna try to showcase what I mean. This is still a position where we have to play a little safely because the wave is in his favor. But so you can see we proc Phase Rush, and with the move speed, we can run away before he can cast his W. And even if he does cast it, we're able to usually dodge the middle part pretty easily. So this is the part where every time Phase Rush is available, like right now, we can take a short trade, trigger it. We can wait for his grit to come off cooldown. And now I'm gonna have my ult again. So now the trade pattern is gonna change. So auto. Okay. I might not be able to catch him here. Okay. Oh, good. A little unfortunate that I can't catch him there, but he's still in an awkward position. While he's receiving that, I'm gonna come here and try to catch the Volibear. Perfect. We got the camp too. So we put the Volibear in an impossible position, right? He has to decide, does he stay and fight me? He's gonna lose. Does he walk into my mid laner? Also losing for him. And now we can start playing out the mid game, where we're going to start taking advantage of Demolish. So far, in our laning phase, we haven't really been able to use Demolish too much, for obvious reasons. But you'll see that's something we can now start doing. Right? Proc Phase Rush. No counterplay, right? He's silenced for a seriously long period, right? And that makes it very hard for him to get any counterplay. That's really bad for me. Volibear's here too, man. Wow. Okay, that's really unlucky. Let's get my swifties. No problem. No problem. I think this game, because they have a Volibear, we will need some type of anti-heal. So instead of LDR, I'm just gonna go for some anti-heal. Nice flash. I like the attempt, but yeah. Just unfortunate. They had the numbers advantage there. So both Annie and Volibear were top at the exact time of the all-in. So pretty unfortunate. Let's see if I can catch this guy. Okay. Perfect. Free kill for us. So you see the pattern, right? Whenever he's low like that, we start the all-in with E, and then at the end of it, we cast Q that silences him, and then we can ult him without any counterplay. He can't even flash away, by the way, because of the silence. So it's an amazing toolkit for us. Okay, so we press tab and we ask ourselves, what's next? What's next is Drake in 1 minute, so let's go ahead and ping it for the team. Okay. Some good tower damage here too. Now that Sett's responded, we can try to collapse with my teammates on the enemy team. What? Okay. I'm gonna run away from that. Unfortunately, couldn't get the Annie there. Oh! That actually kills me. How much damage did it deal? That is a lot of damage. Okay, that's really well played by the Sett. So one thing about Sett's ultimate is that it deals more damage the more HP the target he throws has. So he targeted Mundo with his ult. That means wherever he lands, he will deal a lot of damage because Mundo has a lot of HP, right? So that's something to note as well. That's okay. Let's get back out there. We still have a numbers advantage to take this dragon, but I need my jungler to move. I need my jungler to be there for this. Volibear's got 1 item. I definitely think we can take him. Fine. That's great. Right? Beautiful. Just delete the Sett in that engagement. Nice. Got the Annie too. And now we get the tower here. Sick. My team's playing well too, right? So that's good. That always helps. I'll see if I can get my demolish onto the tower. Perfect. That's gonna be a lot of gold for the team. Steal this in the process. We need a little bit more gold. A little bit more gold. And then I got my next item. Ooh, take the rose. I know it always triggers you guys if I miss a rose. Guys, I'm colorblind. Sometimes I don't notice them, okay? I want to go back and get my item. It would be a mistake to fight Sett here, right? Because he already got his reset. And I'm gonna come back with 2 items. Let's do that. There we go. Perfect. And I'm gonna showcase you guys one of our kind of fresh new builds that revolve around lethality. So the main combination you're looking for. Right, nice spacing. Actually, he's just dead here. Perfect. The main combination is we get 1 armor reduction item, and then we get 2 lethality items, or even 3 in some cases. And what that does is it deals insane damage, right? Because it also takes their natural armor below a certain point where lethality does a lot. And it also plays with Demolish, because Demolish gets affected by your lethality. Oh, absolutely beautiful. My team's playing around me as well. Okay, we do need to go back because Tristana is threatening to take our bot side. Okay. Might not be able to catch the Tristana here. Okay. That's good too. Got her flash, right? So she doesn't have that next time. But the first item we're going to get is Ghostblade, because it also gives us a move speed burst. That's very hard to play around for enemy team, because when we turn that on, we can completely chase someone down. Or gap close into someone. So that's the main idea. But with these builds, you're playing in a big way for split pushing, because of what we talked about with Demolish, getting value from your lethality as well. So, of course, we will take team fights, but a lot of the time we actually just want to make headway in the side lane. We have to respect a little bit. We don't know where the rest of enemy team is. She might also have vision here based on how she's playing. Excellent. Okay. Realistically, I can't make it to this team fight, right? So I'm just gonna ping my team back, and in the meantime, I'll try to take advantage of the situation here. Getting these tier 2s is always gonna be our priority, because it gives us so much freaking gold. We fight for those who can. We're still fighting over here. Okay, Lux is around. The reality is I can probably dive this Lux very easily. Go. So very importantly, before we go in, right, I press tab and I look at Lux items, and I notice that she doesn't have anything that can outplay me. We can keep pressure here. My team's pressuring top as well. Beautiful. And that's a quick win. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.